This video contains spoilers for the entirety of Metroid Dread. You've been warned. Hi, I'm Steve. I like video games too! Metroid Dread came out last month and I finally got around to playing it. Let me tell you guys, I have been a huge fan of the Metroid series ever since Metroid 2 Return of Samus. Not Samus Returns, Return of Samus, which was one of the first two video games I bought for my sick-ass translucent Game Boy in the early 1990s, which I ended up leaving on the bleachers at a soccer game in Plano, Texas, but when I bought a new Game Boy, I played it some more. Since then, I've been a huge fan of the series, tearing through the masterpiece Super Metroid, loving every minute of the first-person romp through the Metroid Prime series, eating up the new look, gameplay, and character development in Metroid Fusion, and other Never Happened. Don't at me. In short, my love for Metroid as a series is real, and Metroid Dread doesn't disappoint. A shining example of the Metroidvania action-adventure exploration genre to which the series lends its name, its tight controls, wide array of upgrades and gameplay options, gorgeous environments, and varied, challenging enemy encounters make it an excellent entry into the Metroid mythos. Also, it has the most important part of any Metroid game: lots and lots of fisting. Ba 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 ba. That's right, Metroid Dread's horniness cannot be overstated, and hits you across the face with its fully erect arm cannon right away, making sure to show every perfect curve, every sensual detail, every last inch. Of Adam, Samus's onboard ship AI made from the neural network of her former commander and probable lover, Adam Malkovich. This cannot be a healthy way to deal with grief. Well, at least she's installed him in her ship instead of a real doll or something. Oh god! Samus and Adam have come by verified footage of an X-parasite on a planet called ZDR, and go there to investigate why the robot team the Federation sent there to wipe it out, more on them later, has stopped communicating with the Federation. Due to her Metroid DNA, Samus suffers from an X addiction. See where they're going with this? And is compelled to go to ZDR to gobble them up with her secret mouth. Almost immediately upon landing on ZDR, Samus hooks up with a hot, dark goth chozo named Raven Beak, who chokes her until she passes out. She wakes up in the depths of ZDR. Even though Adam is an artificial intelligence now, he can't let go of his traditional notions of gender normality and lack of sex positivity. He says he's ashamed and disappointed in Samus's one-night dalliance with Ravenbeak and sends her off on a walk of shame from the core of ZDR back to her ship at the surface. Despite all this, Samus doesn't get mad, but instead tries to broaden Adam's sexual horizons with a bit of light fisting. Slut-shaming aside, Samus has to face the fact that she hasn't had a shower and is still wearing the power suit she went out in last night, and runs to go wash the night off, but is confronted by one of the Federation robots that were sent there to exterminate the X-parasites. The robots are called Emmys, and have been reprogrammed by Ravenbeak to hunt Samus to extract her Metroid DNA. The Emmys are obviously inspired by and named after my ex-girlfriend Emily Deschanel, who, after finding out I was only dating her to get to her sister Zoe, who is objectively hotter, and you can't get mad at me for that, Emily. Back me up here, guys, I tried, but she won't listen to reason. Just couldn't let things go, and for months after our breakup hunted me through a series of hazardous environments with an array of increasingly deadly and effective abilities in order to extract my cummies. In addition to the multiple Emmys trying to suck her DNA off, out, Samus faces a variety of sexually charged bosses on her way to the surface that would make H.R. Giger weep, including Corpius, a strong, muscular creature with a long, thick vein. Can you imagine the blood pumping through that thing? Kraid, a returning boss from Metroid and Super Metroid that serves as a cautionary tale on combining a bondage kink with a feeder fetish. Dragaiga, a prolapsed butthole. Oh god, go see a doctor. Experiment number Z57, who hugs the thermal generator of ZDR for warmth just like all women who are in fact exothermic reptiles. And Golzuna, who can't come unless you shoot her in the ass. Samus also briefly encounters friendly Chozo Quiet Robe in the Chozo stronghold on ZDR. Quiet Robe tells Samus about how Ravenbeak is actually a huge jerk, and you should just leave the boy alone, girl. She says she's gonna cut things off with Ravenbeak, but I don't know. Quiet Robe does his best Mr. Hands impression, and is really committed to the bit and actually dies. Samus's clothes from last night aren't sufficient to help her complete the walk of shame, so along the way she gains a variety of upgrades that turn the cummies that shoot out of the biomechanical dildo she wears on her right arm thicker, whiter, more penetrative, sticky, splody, grape flavor, Zero fucks given, I'm not cleaning this up, and oh god, is that blood? I'm pretty sure that's blood, excuse me, I have to go directly to the doctor. So Samus makes it back to the surface of the planet and is about to go on her ship, but big surprise, she doesn't take Quiet Rope's advice because that big bird dick was just too good. She heads up to Raven Beak's flying fortress to get his number before she reports back to the Federation, and she tells herself she's not gonna let him do it again, she's just gonna talk. Yeah, they end up docking arm cannons like right away. They end up spending the night together down on the planet's surface, and when they wake up, Raven Beak sees Samus without makeup and turns into a total asshole, so she blasts him, trashes his house, and hops in her ship to fly away. This is why we pump and dump, ladies.